What a shame. A river once ran through here, bringing life to all manner of flora and fauna.
What became of the river?
Odin dammed it up. Without the water, the Vanir were forced to abandon the river. Once again, Odin won a battle without so much as drawing.
Between the droughts and the dragons, it's a wonder there's any life left here at all. Something rather large broke through here.
Stay alert.
Whatever's making these footprints, it knocked over those trees like they were twigs. Be careful.
I am always careful.
Ah! Oh, bloody hell. You're serious. Behind you, brother! Volga! We can't get through with that bastard trying to bludgeon us!
Then we must get closer.
Dead end. Where to now? Still unpleasant.
There it is. Odin's eyesore.
Let's go investigate, shall we? Bloody Odin. We could likely reach the other side of this canyon if there was still water running through it. Go on! Left flank!
What if we opened the dam? It might bring water back to the riverbed. A lift. Should take us to the dam.
If we can release the water from the dam, it'd gain us access to more of the crater.
And it'd save the wildlife.
I was about to mention that.
Of course. Sisters and brothers.
It's unstable! Get back!
Behind you! Incoming!
Who were they?
Vanir priests and priestesses.
Like your friend by the river.
No. These occultists resorted to say their magic to fight back against the East. Had I been present, I could have warned them of its dangers.
You could not have stopped them.
Perhaps not. But we can end their suffering now.
Another Drekkie!
The native wildlife stands no chance while it's alive. We must follow it.
Get that thing to shut up!
Behind you!
It's explosive! Be careful!
Maybe the crank wheel.
Surely that's unjammed the wheel.
The water flows again. Let's see what changed. Over here, the water flows. The water. I never thought we'd bring life back to these parched canyons. We may access more of the crater, but more importantly, life will return. You've done something good today, Kratos.
Yes.
I don't think he's used to receiving compliments, Your Majesty. With the water flowing and new paths open to us, I say we go for a stroll.
We will search, not stroll.
Oh, come off it. You've never enjoyed nature for its own sake? Not just for the treasure you might find?
In fact, some would say the landscape is the treasure.
Yes, some would.
Wait! I have a story to tell.
The water's dropped. There's a new path across.
That's where the Drekkie feed. Let's get ready. Won't be much time for fussing once the fighting starts.
Ready yourselves.
Right.
Ah, bloody luck. Another one!
Changing arrows!
The dam unblocked. The voracious Drekkie dead. I'd say this jungle is well on its way back to its original glory. Isn't that interesting?
What is it?
Haven't a clue. Hence the interest. Still, crystals are valuable. Perhaps we'll find a use for it. Looks like our good deed has already brought back some wildlife. Suppose I spoke too soon.
It flew to that structure. There must be a way up.
Back to my story. The Enlightenment-seeking Laird and his followers swore off women and drink for an entire summer. One day, I watched as the Laird and his brother took their hunt. There they found, at the banks of a river, a lady as fair as any they'd left behind. She pleads for their assistance for fear the currents would carry her off if she tried to cross. The Laird doesn't miss a beat. He hoists her onto his shoulders, carries her across, sets her down, offs his cap, and fords back across to his brother, who is dumbfounded, can't even bring himself to speak. The day stretches on, the Laird carries on hunting, and his brother quietly gnashes his teeth down to powder. Well,
The
just
ogre
like
is
this.
near. This may be our last chance to prepare.
We fight!
That's shut it up!
Grab him! He's safe!
That was ours, you opportunistic sod.
It's returned to its perch. Let's pursue it.
Freya, when Hildisvini went to Helheim, how did he not freeze to death?
A perk of the Jofer.
The boar-shifting warriors of Vanaheim, as wise in statecraft as they are deadly on the battlefield.
So they may shift into whatever form they like.
Sure, so long as the only two shapes they'd like to shift into are human and boar. I might finish my story from before. The Laird had abruptly broken his oath by carrying the maiden across the
Hold
river.
on. Prepare for battle.
Behind you, brother! Still unpleasant. If we keep going this way, I believe we'll reach that air dragon's lair.
Yes.
Just making sure you know where you're going.
Thank you.
I have to get past those vines somehow.
Kratos, I see something.
The way is clear.
Path's open. That dragon is shaking in its scaly boots, I suspect.
Once we approach the dragon, we will kill or be killed. Understood?
More than you know. Let's go!
Focus up!
Watch out, Kratos!
It is done.
I'll say. That ogre's not getting up anytime soon either.
With the dragon dead, the wildlife will return. Nature has been set to rights.
I'd say we put something of a dent in the dragon population of this crater.
Then we should continue.
Wait. follow me back while he's angry like this.
So this is where those tracks led.
The drake fed here.
This was my fear. With a drake devouring the wildlife, this land will be barren in a matter of winters.
Some sort of cage.
So it would seem.
Gulen on the left!
Cage the creature. It will lure the drake.
Effective. And unpleasant.
Let us return to the dragon's den.
How about dessert?
Do not.
The Alpha. Go back.
have interrupted its meal.
Stop right there.
Speak.
The day this valley was destroyed, my spirit was torn, split in two. Part of me, it lies out there, with my remains. Perhaps if this toy was whole again, it would uncloud my mind. I could find peace.
What is it you want?
Are you a father?
Yes.
Then you must understand. My son, this toy, it was for him. But now, he's gone. That day, so much chaos and death. I was panicked, looking for my son. Please, help reunite me with my son in Folkvanger.
This father needs his son. We can help him.
What is the last thing you saw, Spirit?
Statues. 2 of them. Dragons facing away from each other. Separated like my son. This toy, it will bring me back to him.
This spectre may be able to tell us what happened in this valley, brother.
Your wife wielded that axe in the past, didn't she? Perhaps she was here.
It means nothing. We do not know that Faye was here.
True, but that frozen bolt tells an unfinished story. If we want to know what really happened here, we need to know what that spirit remembers.
Then we go.
Now that the water flows freely, new parts of the crater should be open to us.
son now.
Thank you. I can't wait to see his face again. I'll give him this gift and tell him about the brave people who helped me.
Now you can help us. What did you see that day?
I remember walking into a meat hall, and Thor was there.
What was he doing in the meat hall?
There were whispers that he was looking for a Vanir military outpost. And I didn't want any trouble, so I got out quick. That's the last I saw of him. But maybe there are others who saw more.
I wonder if Thor was meeting someone at the mead hall.
Faye and Thor sharing a drink?
Faye never drank with me, and she would not have with him.
Sometimes we never really know the ones we love, brother.
Watch your left!
Stop and listen. Please.
What is it?
It is a tale of combat. Of a fair-haired woman doing battle with the most powerful of all gods.
What woman? Elaborate.
But, oh, the specifics elude me. I had my Stein me, and I was excited. Yes, about to bury the hatchet with an old friend. But something terrible happened.
I'm afraid that terrible thing was your demise, my friend.
I know there was more. 3 parts. I could see all 3. Please, help me make amends with my friend. Help me remember.
This spirit may have the answers you seek.
Or not.
Have some faith, brother. Answers could be closer than you think. brother! That's an interesting smell.
Spit.
Pardon?
The saliva of a predator. And it glows.
The saliva will lead us straight to the predator.
No doubt about it. Just like the frozen lightning bolt in Midgard.
Yet I have never been here. Curious.
If I might finish my story from before. The laird had abruptly broken his oath by carrying the maiden across the river. And his brother...
Enough. We will continue later.
Careful, brother. We go down there and we're asking for a fight. That Trekkie won't take kindly to us just passing through.
Ready.
It's me.
Fair.
Everyone okay?
Yes.
Still dead. But I appreciate the concern.
I live to drink another day. Well, in full thunder at least. Now I can meet my friend and make amends.
You owe us a story first.
I was at the mead hall. Thor was there. He had a drinking companion. Some sort of creature, the likes of which I had never seen. It had this barrel of mead that seemed to never go empty.
What were they doing?
Getting blind drunk from the looks of it. They were passing drinks around, reveling. Everyone had a tipple too many, but Thor... He was by far the drunkest of any man there that day.
Mimir, what do you make of this?
Thor has always loved a strong drink with questionable company, but I've never heard any word of his creature companion. This isn't a lot to go on, I'm afraid.
Thor's penchant for drink is widely known, but what happened in this valley is still a mystery.
There is still much we do not know, and whether Faye was involved remains unclear.
Sharpen that axe for you. Oh, this is real good for wood. Better for bone. This here's the fun part. Oh, heading off already? Got time to chat?
Something is wrong with this kill. Dragons do not leave marks like these.
Stay on guard. That's the mark of a soul eater. Yet another creature that shouldn't be in Vanaheim.
Aye, let's keep a lookout for other kills. Soul Eaters hide in plain sight. Lariat's attack!
Another kill.
It's a sign we're on the right trail.
There's danger ahead. Soul Eaters may look just like rocks, but are far more deadly.
Stay alert.
Aye, some rocks are not like the others.
Steel yourselves.
Have a shield!
It is over.
Maybe now life in this valley can flourish again.
I hope so. Vanaheim has suffered enough.
It will prove resilient.
How are you so sure?
Lands tend to reflect the ones who care for it most.
Was that a compliment?
I heard it too. Brother! The wee bastard's about to explode!
You there, Howard?
What do you want, Spirit?
The scroll. There was a message I must deliver. The Aesir and Thor, I must remember. The message must be delivered. It was important. My commander is waiting on my word.
Your word may have been lost to time.
Tell us, what is the last thing you remember?
I was seeing red. With anger. At the Aesir. And there were these red trees. Please, help me regain my memory. Then I can tell you what I know of that day.
Thor was looking for a fight with the Vanir military.
At the time this valley was destroyed, the Aesir and Vanir were fighting all over Vanaheim.
Aye, a battle the Vanir would eventually lose.
But what does the frozen lightning have to do with this conflict?
There's only one way to find out, brother. We keep looking.
returned your scroll, Spirit.
And I am whole again. Now I can deliver my message.
Your commander is long dead.
Of course. Odin sent Thor to take control of the valley. But I suppose it's too late now.
Late or not, you have completed your task. You have done well.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Now, tell us what you know of that day.
Yes, I remember now. On the day the valley was destroyed, Thor was swinging his hammer wildly through town. Everyone was terrified. Then a fair-haired warrior stepped in his path and a fight began. She was a brave woman.
This fair-haired warrior must have been Faye, brother.
Faye showed great courage to walk in Thor's path.
I'm not sure if Faye had bravery or bravado. Not many live to tell the tale of a fight with Thor.
Faye never spoke of fighting him.
Everyone has secrets.
We do not know for certain this was Faye.
Aye, there is only one way to find out, brother. Another one of those mysterious crystals. I might finish my story from before. The Laird had abruptly broken his oath by carrying the maiden across the river, and his brother spent the afternoon biting his tongue in confusion and simmering outrage.
Hold. We will finish later.
Watch it!
Wish I could have seen this place before.
Another
the
gathering
blow.
of Sather.
You know what you have to do, brother. Release them.
So many wayward brothers and sisters. They must have fled here after the explosion, thinking they'd finally be left alone.
By gods, what was that?
Tremors. From the earth. Or something else.
In all my years in Vanaheim, there was never a natural tremor like that.
Something is causing this.
You know what, Pleasant?
And now they are free from their suffering.
Well, at least it's attacking someone besides us.
It's blocking the path. We need to be rid of it. Be careful. Break it, like the other one. Another dragon. We've pushed it back. We must finish the job.
That felt closer. We are near the source.
I know you see me.
I am listening.
5 hours due north. 2 hours east. They said I would find this valley a new home after the Aesir destroyed mine.
A home? What happened?
I cannot remember. I know that I wanted a new life.
Do you remember seeing anything that could help us find the other half of your hourglass?
There were 3 waterfalls. I remember wishing I could live near them.
Another spirit displaced by the Aesir.
I knew that leaving Odin would have consequences, but I never imagined this. I never imagined so many lost homes, lost souls.
Odin was never going to stop. That's why he sent Thor.
Faye? Did she challenge Thor? Challenge Odin?
Who knows? But the truth is waiting for us, brother. Aye, watch my head on these walls, brother.
Am I not always careful with you?
Oh yeah, always the lightest touch.
Whatever destroyed this tunnel, it must be big.
No matter the size, every creature has a weakness.
Huh. Quiet all of a sudden. Of course, it's a bloody drake!
It's charging! Out of the way!
We should have anticipated such a beast in this valley.
I never thought I'd live to see drakes in Vanaheim.
I just hope this means an end to all this shaking. Maybe by the time we're done in this valley, it won't be such a bad place to settle down. There can't be many more dragons left now.
Best make sure.
Brother, in my travels, I heard of a great battle in your homeland, at a place called the Gates of Fire.
The Hut Gates.
You were there?
No.
Is that regret in your voice?
I did regret not dying there for many years. But no longer.
I might finish my story from before. The Laird had abruptly broken his oath by carrying the maiden across the river, and his brother spent the afternoon biting his tongue in confusion and simmering outrage. That's enough for the time being.
Over there. We could beach the boat. There. That's where the dragon will have built its nest.
This way.
Look up. Our dragon's back.
We will find a way up.
Oh, yeah.
Push forward.
Well, we've pushed forward. Now what?
Last enemy.
Good. That bought us some breathing room. She has you in her sight! Feed der Lost her!
She will be back.
Huntresses claim to worship Skadi, but they kill just to kill. She would have never wanted that.
No. There is purpose here, even if we do not see it.
It's here!
Prepare yourself.
Eyes up!
Go for the throat!
Enemy behind you! Good Alpha! We have coming! Enemy behind you!
Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
Left side, Kratos!
Behind you! Oh, he's on the other one. Should have seen that coming. Quite the dragon slayer you are. I've half a mind to write a poem about you.
Do not.
Brother, I've heard my share of stories about your homeland, but I've also heard that you once fought in a tournament.
I fought in many contests.
But this particular one, I heard you did battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musician. That's not true, is it?
I would not speak of this.
Fair enough, brother.
Here is your hourglass.
Thank you. Now I can leave for Volkvanger.
A question first, brother. You wanted to make this valley your home. What stopped you?
I remember this valley. It was on the brink of devastation when I found it.
Was it a crater like you see now?
No, but the town was in shambles. Shattered glass, broken buildings. There was no hope to be made here.
Did you see what caused the destruction?
A battle unlike anything I've ever seen. I remember a great clash of metal in the sunlight. Thor, he wielded his hammer, but he was matched by a remarkable axe.
This axe? Did it belong to a fair-haired warrior?
Yes, she was fearsome. I remember her gloved hands brandishing that axe with exacting precision. Never has there been a weapon to match Mjolnir. But with that axe and that warrior, Thor was in for the fight of his life.
It was Faye who fought Thor in this valley.
The gloves. And the fair hair. This warrior reminds me of someone.
What is it?
I once knew a warrior like the one he spoke of. She was extraordinary. I never realized that the warrior could have been Faye.
You met Faye?
She sounds like the woman I knew. She didn't carry that axe, but yes. I believe I may have met your wife.
It seems there's much I never knew about her. And now she is gone.
Maybe. But her story here isn't finished. Ah, another crystal. Best hold on to it until we can figure out what to do with it. I might finish my story from before. The Laird had abruptly broken his oath by carrying the maiden across the river, and his brother spent the afternoon biting his tongue in confusion and simmering outrage.
Let this wait. Stay alert.
Kratos, tell me of an adversary from your homeland. It will serve us well if I understand more of your battle tactics.
There was Medusa, queen of the Gorgons. Her gaze turned men to stone. A mirror would turn her own powers against her. Or, you may remove her head, but that is the hard way.
Which did you choose?
The hard way.
Forget I asked. Kratos, I see something. There's a metal plate here with glowing runes. For what it's worth.
Now what could that mean?
That wisp is feeding on a gazelle. It's in pain.
We will stop.
Good. You scared it back to its spring. It'll live. But there may be more creatures in danger. We should look for other wisps. The plate's got another lit rune. It must be because the wisp is back in its spring. Another wisp. It's killing the wilderness. It was too far gone. At least we spared it some pain in its final moments. I see The plate keeps the wisps locked in their springs. It's a trap. Another wisp. Quickly before it kills the ibex. We were just in time. The ibex would not have survived much longer. The wisps are contained. We should return to the imprisonment plate. The wisps are all locked inside their springs again. It's done.
About that.
They found a way to combine. We must destroy it for good.
It's vulnerable when it glows!
Nicely done! Keep on it!
Kratos, the springs! Destroy them! Yelpa!
The springs, brother! Destroy them!
That's it!
Give yourself an opening! Don't waste it!
Attack!
You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Brother, the springs! Hurry!
Good. We've handled the wisp problem. I'd like to know how they managed to escape and form that creature, though.
Chains only hold for so long. Eventually, those who wear them will break free, one way or another.
You can say that again, brother. Go on, brother!
remember of the day you died?
Everything is hazy. I remember I was nervous. This brooch. I planned to propose to my beloved. Please, I beg you, restore me. Restore my memory. Then I can tell you all I know of that day.
Your remains, where are they?
I was looking out upon the valley. Then the ground, it shook. I tried to dodge a pillar as it collapsed. I must not have made it.
She's back for more.
Oh, he certainly is relentless.
Still unpleasant. What's that about? Maybe that journal he dropped could tell us more. Yet another
lies.
Written by Birka. Well, perhaps that's who this fella has it out for.
We have brought you what you asked.
Thank you, my love. She waits for me in Folkvanger. Now I can ask her to spend eternity with me. How can I repay you?
Tell us what you know of that day.
A battle. Thor and this woman with fair hair. They tore through the town. The rage between them was terrifying.
Thor was enraged. I'm not surprised.
No. The warrior. She was furious and fought like it. Thor was drunk, sloppy, but she was drunk on something else. Rage. It was out of control. I saw her fury with every swing of her axe. Their battle destroyed this land.
These stories, I have known Faye's anger, but never to this extent.
We hide the parts we're ashamed of, brother.
Faye had her reasons to hate Thor. His slaughter of the giants was reason enough.
She took part in the destruction of this valley. That would take a rage I thought her incapable of.
Perhaps you and Faye had more in common than you thought.
We both had secrets. But that kind of anger... I never saw Faye in that light.
Even the brightest among us carry darkness, brother.
That's a quality spear, but, could be pointier.